His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the UK's Ambassador to Bahrain, Alistair Young, at Rifa Palace. During the meeting, His Royal Highness reaffirmed the strength of the long-standing Bahrain-UK strategic partnership, which has been built on decades of multi-sector collaboration. His Royal Highness underscored the importance of deepening bilateral ties to achieve shared aspirations and deliver mutual benefits for the people of both kingdoms. Discussions also covered avenues for expanding cooperation, key regional and international developments, and other matters of mutual interest. His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, underscored Bahrain's ongoing commitment to the welfare of orphans and the role of the Royal Humanitarian Foundation (RHF) in implementing of His Majesty's vision. His Highness Sheikh Nasser noted that the continued royal support has enabled the RHF to expand its reach, lead national efforts in charitable and humanitarian work, and deliver long-term care that empowers orphans to actively contribute to Bahrain's development. Marking Arab Orphans Day, observed on the first Friday of April, His Highness Sheikh Nasser emphasized the RHF's commitment to youth empowerment in line with His Majesty's directives. He noted the Foundation's focus on supporting high-achieving beneficiaries and enabling them to play a constructive role in the Kingdom's national development. His Highness also commended the support of the government led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister for its continuous backing of the RHF programs, in addition to the efforts of the ministries and institutions in facilitating the Foundation's work and ensuring the well-being of its beneficiaries. His Highness thanked civil society institutions and individuals for their ongoing engagement with the RHF, and noting that their support reinforces community solidarity and social cohesion. For his part, RHF Secretary General Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa Al Khalifa expressed appreciation for the continuous support of His Majesty the King, which has enabled the Foundation to fulfill its role in caring for orphans and strengthening their position in society. He also lauded the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister and highlighted the efforts of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad, whose ongoing commitment has advanced the RHF's mission and enhanced the quality of its work across multiple sectors. Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa emphasized that the RHF continues to implement His Majesty's directives through focused programs that promote the development and well-being of orphans. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Washington. The meeting was attended by Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the U.S., Sheikh Abdullah bin Rashid Al Khalifa. The minister congratulated Secretary Rubio on his appointment and wished him success in his role. He emphasized Bahrain's commitment to further developing the long-standing strategic partnership with the U.S. He also highlighted both countries' joint efforts to expand cooperation across various domains in light of important agreements binding the two sides, including the Free Trade Agreement and the Comprehensive Security Integration and Prosperity Agreement. Dr. Zayani commended the approach of the U.S. administration under U.S. President Donald Trump in supporting efforts to achieve global peace and end conflicts. He lauded the U.S. role in achieving a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and securing the release of several hostages and detainees, as well as its efforts to end the war in Ukraine. He highlighted the Kingdom's support for these commendable efforts that contribute to advancing global peace and security. For his part, Secretary Rubio praised the strong partnership between the two countries. He stressed his country's commitment to further enhance the historical bilateral relations at all levels and the importance of intensified cooperation, coordination, and consultation in means that serve the interests of both countries and peoples. He also underscored the need to further develop joint efforts to maintain regional security and stability and to advance economic and trade cooperation. The meeting discussed aspects of political, economic, security and development relations between the two countries and means to elevate bilateral cooperation to broader levels that meet the shared interests and aspirations. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul-Latif Al-Zayani, met with the chairman of the United Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Jim Reich, in Washington. The meeting reviewed the close and historical ties between both countries and the steady development of bilateral relations across all domains. Both sides discussed means to enhance and expand cooperation and the strategic partnership to serve the interests of the two countries and their peoples. They also exchanged views on the latest developments in the Middle East, including Arab and international efforts to end conflicts, reduce tension, and maintain the ceasefire in Gaza, as well as efforts to promote peace and stability in the region. A number of regional and international issues of mutual interest were also tackled. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul-Latif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met in Washington, D.C. with the Deputy Special Presidential Envoy to the Middle East, Morgan Ortagus. They discussed the historical friendship ties between the two countries and ways to enhance bilateral cooperation and coordination at all levels. They also exchanged views on the latest developments in the Middle East, regional conflicts and their repercussions on security and stability, in addition to regional and international efforts aimed at reducing tension and escalation and establishing comprehensive peace in the world. A number of regional and international issues of common interest were also tackled. The Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Nawaf Al-Maawda, said that the construction of mosques and serving them in the kingdom received considerable attention from His Majesty the King. He also praised the plan to develop mosques upon the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister during the holy month of Ramadan. More in this report.
As part of the Kingdom of Bahrain's keenness to strengthen the role of houses of worship in spreading the values of tolerance and brotherhood among society, the Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf announced completing the inauguration, restoration and rehabilitation of 40 mosques across the kingdom during the holy month of Ramadan, upon the directive issued by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. This year, the Kingdom of Bahrain witnessed an urban development in the houses of worship by opening a number of new mosques and restoring and rehabilitating many historic mosques and religious centers. These projects strengthen the Islamic identity, provide a suitable environment for worship, revive the role of mosques as religious and cultural centers, meet the growing needs of the population in new residential areas, and improve the religious services provided to citizens and residents alike. This step emphasizes Bahrain's commitment to developing religious places according to the highest standards, as these new mosques are equipped with the latest facilities and services to ensure the comfort of worshippers. The restoration also preserved the architecture and heritage of old mosques, reflecting the kingdom's keenness to preserve its religious and cultural heritage. This step emphasizes that the Kingdom of Bahrain attaches considerable importance to mosques as they contribute to building a more cohesive and stable society.
The Minister of Social Development, Chairman of the 44th session of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs, Osama Al-Alawi, participated in the high-level Arab event entitled Technology, Creativity and Entrepreneurship Supporting Independent Level for Persons with Disabilities, on the sidelines of the World Disability Summit 2025. In his speech, the minister emphasized that technology, creativity and entrepreneurship are key tools to promote the independence of persons with disabilities and their inclusion in society, noting that the event reflects a common Arab commitment to empowering them through innovation and technology. He also expressed his appreciation to the organizers, stressing that technological progress offers unprecedented opportunities to improve the lives of people with disabilities, as smart technologies and artificial intelligence contribute to enhancing their independence and community participation. Meanwhile, the minister stressed the importance of continuing joint work, noting that Bahrain, through its presidency of the 44th session of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs, will continue to support policies and initiatives aimed at empowering people with disabilities to ensure their positive impact on their lives in the Arab world. The Minister of Social Development, Osama Al-Alawi, participated in the official opening of the 2025 Global Disability Summit, jointly organized by the International Disability Alliance, Germany and Jordan, held in Berlin. The event brought together representatives from governments, international organizations, and civil society, aiming to promote inclusion and justice for persons with disabilities globally. It focused on key issues including inclusive education, health, economic empowerment, assistive technology, and participation in society. Al-Alawi also took part in a side event titled Inclusive Employment in the Arab Region and attended a reception hosted by Germany's Minister for Economic Cooperation and Development for heads of delegations attending the summit. On the sidelines, he held bilateral meetings with their counterparts from Jordan and Tunisia to discuss cooperation and the exchange of expertise in the field of care and social rehabilitation for persons with disabilities. Minister Al-Alawi also met with the Assistant Secretary General and Head of the Social Affairs Sector at the Arab League, Haifa Abu Ghazala, and the Minister Plenipotentiary Director of Development and Social Policies at the Technical Secretariat of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs, Tariq Al-Nabulsi. The discussions focused on enhancing joint Arab cooperation and social development in line with the Kingdom of Bahrain's presidency of the 44th session of the Council. The minister emphasized Bahrain's commitment to further developing cooperation with Arab regional and international institutions and to benefit from successful experiences in supporting and empowering persons with disabilities. He highlighted the importance of Arab integration to advance development goals and ensure a more inclusive society.